Last time, you all finished your task of returning the bone mantle to Ridgehaven. Purity took on the task of bringing it to the king and insisted that you all begin to make your way to Cantrove post-haste. Instead, you all decided to take your time and... well, you all did this, and take care of some things while you were already in Ridgehaven. Gorna, Garuk, and Zilgrim got some shopping done, while Quinrin and Finnegan went on a little adventure of their own. So after quite a bit of running around, Quinn got what he was looking for, and you all headed to the Rhine to assemble a crew for Finnegan's new ship. You all figured there was no better place to assemble a crew from than the Bilge, the somewhat shady and slightly dilapidated sailor's bar on the docks. So, in you all went. After some time, you managed to assemble a crew large enough to sail the Big Fin to your next destination, Cantrove, the Tabaxi city deep within the Cantrovian jungle. We pick up just within the harbor of the Rhine, aboard the Big Fin. So, couple of points of order here. Your ship, as Finnegan now has a copy of the stats, your ship has an armor class of 15. It has 200 hit points. It can move 60 feet. And it can take 3 actions on its turn, as long as you have 15 or more crew on board. You start
20, right?
Currently have 20. You start taking you start taking some debuffs once you start losing crew. It's not listed on there, but you will start to incur tougher and tougher DC checks the fewer and fewer crew that you have aboard your ship. So, with that in mind, you have 10 days of food and clean drinking water to feed all of you and the rest of your crew. That's already stocked on the ship. You have 60 cannonballs on deck. You have 60 more in stock, with enough powder and wick for all the shots. You also have 40 ballista arrows, with 60 more arrows in stock.
As the person manning this, I should probably be writing this down.
Yeah, right? Some of you will be making checks for sailing this ship. Depending on what your job is, will depend on what kind of check you will be making. But there will be a total of, I believe, eight checks made per day by the crew of the ship.
Did you say 40 ballista arrows and 40 in storage?
Yep, 40 on deck, 60 in stock.
How many cannonballs did you say in storage?
60 and 60. So you all know that you have, ideally, if all conditions are perfect and everything goes according to plan, 7 days of travel on your ship to your next destination. As you all set out from the Rhine, the sea is relatively calm. The wind is relatively sturdy, and you have not a lot of trouble getting out of the harbor, especially with the help of some of your new crew who has some experience at this, and with Jim Castover shouting a bit of direction to get everybody started. It's a relatively smooth departure. You all get out a ways and you start to see the Rhine disappear off to your left as you sail around the island. it vanishes from your sight. You are now in what would be, for you all, completely unknown territory. And as far as you know, there really wouldn't be a reason for a ship to sail around this way on the island, considering it's just mountainous, rocky, craggy, choppy waters up near the island for presumably the entire way around it. Except that you all know that there is a port on the southern tip, a dock that's been there for a long time. And there you are headed. So, where's everybody at right now? Let's get out some. Do I have you guys? I hope I do. I do.
I will be below deck.
Place yourself wherever you like. I'm just getting everybody
up
out
on
right
deck
now.
for sure.
Yep. Be down here checking ballistas and cannons and such. Well, the ballistas are up there, but I'll be down here checking the cannons, making sure everything is in working order.
I guess I can be on deck. Just hanging out.
I would probably be down in the larder, running inventory.
Into the ocean with you.
For Splunk.
Fuck
you.
Over.
There we go. There we go.
Look, it's the poop deck.
There we are.
I would say
assume
that
Finn.
I'm probably kind of following around Mr. Castover, but not in an obvious way. Like I'm trying to look like I know what I'm doing.
Are you at the wheel or?
Yeah,
Probably
sure, yeah,
near.
around that area. That's yeah. And
Oh, there's a box in front of the wheel. It
And I'm
looks
just
like so that you
observing.
can stand on that, so you can reach
I'm
it.
just trying to observe so I can kind of figure out, like, you know, what standard operation looks
Okay.
like.
So,
Larder's over here.
as
That's the kitchen.
Oh, yeah.
Jim is, shouting directions to people, and sort of taking over, and as he does, he sort of, you all get out to sea, and he sort of stops, and he looks over at you, and he sort of steps back, and he says, "Captain."
Just, like, take one step forward and just...
I'm getting real Chet the Chin vibes.
He looks at you, and I'm not gonna roll an insight check. I think he knows. I don't
What's his
think
passive
it's,
perception? Is it over a 3? He's got this one.
Yeah, it is.
It's
Yeah,
probably a good sign for our navigation.
he knows pretty well, and you do that, and several of the crew just sort of look at you with this kind of like awkward look, like, what the fuck is this guy? Jim steps up and he goes, "Well, you heard him. Get to it!" And they just sort of scatter, and everyone starts going to what they need to be doing. And he steps back and he puts a hand on your shoulder and he says, "I take it you've not been a captain before."
My legs are shaking. I'm just like, oh, I love it out here. I love this. Life for me.
Make a deception check.
Wait. Oh, thank God. That's a 1. 8.
8. He got a 21 on his insight.
Perfect.
He says, "Right, well, you are the captain, and it's important to remember that what the captain says goes. It's also important to remember that you have to mean it when you say it, even if you don't know what the fuck you're saying.
That's
And in my experience, if someone looks at you funny, take their eye.
okay.
Then you don't get looked at so funny no more. At least not from that eye. Now, he slaps you on the back and sort of like pushes you to the wheel, and he says, "You better steer us before we crash."
Just
So,
like veering
I
off
mean-
diagonally for a while.
How's the boat crab walking?
So, for our first day of travel, I need checks from the captain, the quartermaster, the lookout, 2 for the riggers, 1 from the navigator, 1 from the cook, and 1 from the shipwright.
I will run quartermaster and cook.
I'm on rigor.
So you'll roll.
What checks?
You'll roll. So the captain will make a charisma check.
Okay.
Thank God he's so handsome.
Just flat charisma. You will roll. If you have a skill that you think would benefit you, you can use that skill as long as it's a charisma skill. But your job as the captain is to direct your crew to do what they need to do. So a charisma-based check.
Okay.
The quartermaster. I just need a flat intelligence check. Your job is, it's inventory, it's management and distribution of food, water, and wealth. So I just need a flat intelligence roll. And again, if you have a skill that you think would help you in that, or if you have a reason that you think you would be good or benefit from this, we can talk about any bonuses or advantage you might get. Same goes for, for pretty much for all of these. But I will tell you what kind of roll this is. This is you all figuring out your sea legs. This is why I'm not telling you you make a this roll, you make a this roll. This is you all are figuring it the fuck out. So if you get to feeling this out and you think that you have a background or you have a skill set or you have a particular, something that you could argue, well, I'd be good at this because of this, then we'll talk about maybe, all right, so that might give you an advantage or it might give you a bonus to your roll. So at the moment, quartermaster will make an intelligence check. The lookout will make a perception check, because that's just the lookout. The riggers. You can make either a dexterity or a strength check. You will be making 2 checks, 2 individual checks for the riggers, because there are many of them. So we'll just go ahead and make 2 in a row.
Okay.
The navigator, which is Jim Castover, will be making his own check. He will be making an investigation check. The cook will need to make a dexterity check. And the shipwright will also need to make a dexterity check.
So I guess we don't have to roll.
So
Right.
what do I need to roll any other die other than myself on this one?
If one of you wants to make a roll for for either the lookout, the navigator, the
3
cook,
dice.
or the shipwright, there are 4 dice that aren't being rolled, but there are 4 die that need to be rolled. I'll roll them if you want me to.
I can roll for the shipwright.
Okay, I was gonna say, I'll roll. Let me.
I'll
give
roll
you
for the lookout.
something real quick. Here we are. There's the shipwright. There's Crush. I'm still working on the other ones. I will just tell you what sort of bonuses or benefits that they get.
Okay.
I don't have their character sheets written out yet for the lookout or the cook. I don't have their character sheets done yet.
So the shipwright, what does he roll?
He will be making a dexterity check.
What does the lookout make?
Perception.
Okay.
And I will tell you right now, the lookout has advantage on perception checks,
Okay.
and gets a +2.
Okay.
Roll
So
one
I'm
more.
Okay. That's what I thought. Oh.
So what else?
And
Plus
Cook.
2?
plus
The cook does not get advantage to this roll, but does get a +2.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm yellow and Cook is silver.
I got an 18 on mine.
18. Holy shit. Okay.
So what is left? Do I need to roll for something?
Well, currently, let's just go ahead and
Yeah.
list
Yeah.
out what all we have, so I can tell you what's left over.
What-
Crush got 19.
19.
Would athletics be a skill? I mean, it's a strength-based skill that would help. Like, I have proficiency in athletics.
I mean, these ropes are pretty similar to the ropes that hang out around a wrestling ring, so I don't see why not.
All right.
I can see that being working to your advantage.
There's Crush back.
You can keep
Oh,
that.
that's incredible.
Like, just leave him right there. You'll need him.
Well, number one, that's not a d20.
For further rolls.
Not gonna roll very high on that. Alright, that's better. That is 111 and 123.
11 and a 23. Holy shit. Okay. That leaves. Let's see. Quartermaster.
All right. So the quartermaster, I would argue that because of Quinrin's. I mean, I'm proficient in intelligence checks, so I would say I should probably get my proficiency bonus there. But I would also say with my history,
You're proficient with intelligence saving throws.
saving throws. That's fair. Okay, that's fair. Okay. I would say with my history, I have definitely read, and working at the shop especially, inventory management would be something that's right up my alley.
I would say definitely, and I would say that you would absolutely be able to make your intelligence checks with advantage because you worked in that shop for quite a while, and really you were inventory boy, you were stock boy.
I was.
That's pretty much you're pretty good at this
was.
already.
Okay, well in that case, he rolled a nat 20, leveling out to a 25 with my history bonus.
Okay.
And our cook rolled
You won't be using history for this. You will just be getting advantage.
advantage. That's fine.
Yeah,
That's fine. I like advantage. It's like 2 chances of a 20.
Yeah, it's true.
It is like that.
It's also 2 chances out of 1.
Suck my ass.
What did the cook get?
The cook rolled an 18 with a +2 is 20.
All right. So we still need check for the lookout.
The lookout got 21.
21.
Go Tabby Jim.
And the navigator. Who wants to roll for Jim Castover?
Okay.
Go for it. I'll tell you what he gets to his investigation check.
19 is what I rolled.
All right, he gets a 21.
Man's unflappable.
That was incredible checks all the way around.
Yes, it is.
Everyone did a great job. Your first day of travel goes well.
We got the energy.
It goes very smoothly.
Big quest.
You all seem to
energy.
be working well as a team. One of the riggers seems to be having a little bit of trouble, and Gorna, you mentioned to them, hey, if you grab hold of it this way rather than this way, you'll be able to get a tighter grip. And sure as shit, yep, they have no problem at all. Your first day goes great. The nighttime comes. You have a crew of 20. It is assumed that 10 operate the ship at a time. You take shifts. So, 10 up, 10 down. You can decide now whether or not you all would like to take, what shifts you all would like to take personally. Do you think that you would rather be running this boat during the day or at night?
I'll take a night shift because I can meditate during the day because the sun won't bother me.
Yeah. I will also take night shift. We're more likely to be attacked at night than during the day.
Yeah, most of the wins during the day. So this rigor, I'm gonna be out during the day. Need day shift.
Okay.
I'll probably be out during the day.
Okay. So,
Split the party.
that means checks are going to be made a little differently. Because some of you are now there to fill roles in some spots, and some of you are not during certain points of the day. The checks will go a little differently. Maybe good, maybe bad. We'll find out. So who is staying up?
Through the night?
Yes.
I am.
Yeah.
You two are?
Yeah.
Okay. You are both staying up through the night. That means I need both of you to go ahead and make your checks one more time. You will be making a check for the lookout. You will be making now 2 checks for the riggers and then anything else you might want to do on the ship while this happens, because currently your job was done earlier in the day.
Right.
All right. Lookout is just perception +2.
Yes, perception +2.
Riggers are.
The riggers are a dexterity or a strength check. You will not be rolling with advantage.
Right.
These riggers don't have Gorna. So these will be 2 straight rolls.
17 for the lookout.
17 for the lookout.
That's still pretty good.
I rolled a 16 and a 2.
16 and a 2. Okay.
Steve.
It's
always Steve.
So the night goes by all right. Not too big of an issue. You all still manage to make it through, sailing through the night, no problem. You make it the full amount that your ship can sail in a day. The next morning comes. You two are now off duty, and you go down below deck. Or no, I'm sorry. You go to the forecastle. And you two are now starting your long rest. So, we start day 2. The morning comes. The winds seem all right. So far, so good. I'm going to need 8 checks again. This time, the quartermaster check will be a flat roll. That'll be it. Everything else will go the way it normally does, but the quartermaster's roll today will be a flat roll. No advantage, no anything gained.
I can roll that one.
I'll roll for riggers.
Okay, roll for their perspective rolls first, and then we'll do the extras. Captain? 11. Shipwright?
18. Yeah, dexterity, right?
Yes.
Yeah, 18.
Lookout got 7.
7 for the lookout.
20 and 13.
20 and 13.
20.
20. Alright, so we still need a roll for the cook and the navigator.
I thought I was rolling for the cook because the quartermaster.
Oh,
is
yeah, you're going to roll the quartermaster still needs a roll.
I rolled the second die. It was a 2.
Was it 2? Oh,
was-
that's right. That's right.
I was
It a
hoping
2,
someone
yeah.
else would just roll down and say something first.
That's right. It was a 2. Cook was a 20. The navigator.
I'll go ahead and do navigator. What is his?
Just roll it and let me know what you get.
Yeah, it's a secret.
19.
19. Yeah. Yeah. No problem.
Dang.
Yeah, your substitute did a slap-ass job. It wasn't me, though.
So that's been 1, 2, 3 checks total. I've been below 10. Things seem to be going pretty well for you all. You've not done this before, but you've got some skills that you come from that do help you quite a bit.
It's Orstrom.
And it's the spirit of Orstrom is with you all.
The spirit, nothing. That guy made me do this every day.
That's true, he did.
It's called muscle
He's a
memory.
little relentless about it too. The end of day 2 rolls around, and nighttime comes. So I am going to need a roll from our lookout and our riggers. The lookout will be a flat roll because the your main lookout, Tabby Jim, is asleep. So the lookout's a flat roll, and the riggers are flat rolls.
Woo. 19.
19, heck yeah, alright.
Alright, riggers.
Come on, guys. I'm disappointing.
13 and a 7.
And a 7.
Steve.
God damn it.
We should fire Steve
Steve's about to lose an eye.
Steve,
out of one of the
he's
cannons.
on night shift already. Like
He's already on night shift. How else do you hate him?
Take an eye.
Hey, instead of pay this month, buddy, we're gonna give you a pizza party.
Yeah.
I need
You want a Lowe's gift card?
one of you to roll a d6, please.
5.
5. So, Steve, up in the fucking rigging, and stupid motherfucker, drops a rope, and into the ocean it goes.
Well, you know the rule, boy. After it.
And you could hear him, fucking drop the fucking, we gotta stop, we have to stop. And he says, why? He says, because if I let go of the sail, it's gonna fall. And you notice he's got the sail and the mast held like this.
Should've thought
So
about that before you drop the rope, stupid.
so you all end up having to raise the sails. You have to stop the ship, and you all lose that night's travel fixing the ship because Steve's a fuck up.
Yeah, I'm letting Gordon know about this. At shift change.
Okay, so he is going to be fired out of one of the cannons.
we need him.
Yeah, I think we should maybe consider like a 3-strike policy.
I think we should pink belly his ass.
He'll get it together.
I just run him under the ship a couple times. It'll be fine.
Keel haul.
The captain is bloodthirsty.
Apparently.
I liked that rope.
That was my favorite rope.
I brought it from home.
Made it myself out of my beard.
Braided me back hairs.
So you all lose a night's travel. You are now in for 7.5 days of travel guaranteed. You only have 10 days worth of food. But you have 10 days worth of food, so you're still doing okay. The next morning comes. Shift change happens.
Oh, I give Steve a talking to.
While you're holding him over the side of the boat.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
You see, Steve, he can't even pick his arms up at the moment because they're so sore from where he had to hold the sail to the mast
Yeah.
for a couple of hours.
Keep that up, and I'll make that your permanent job.
Right, yeah, you got it, yeah. Oh.
And go get some rest.
Smack him on one of his arms.
You're right.
Yeah, I was about to say I walk over, pat him on the shoulder, be like, Gordon's not being too hard on you. Hey, it was just one rope, but don't let it happen again.
You got it. Yes, Captain. Oh. Ow.
I'm gonna meditate at the foot of Steve's rack tonight.
Just staring at him.
The dude's
We're
already
gonna
got
tight
troubles.
ship here.
So, shift change rolls over, and we are back to I need 8 more rolls again, please.
Alright, here we go again.
Rolls, fried biscuits.
That's not where that goes.
So, Captain's roll.
30-20.
Dirty 20, hell yeah. Quartermaster, which is just flat this time.
18.
18. The lookout, which gets the
2.
Ooh, oh no! Got
Wait.
2 drunk last night. It gets a +2.
Oh, 4.
Okay, yeah.
Still not great.
But it's
Still not
better than
great.
2.
It's
Better
arguably riggers.
Slightly better than 2.
11 and a 26.
Wow, 26.
He rigged the shit out of that. thing.
Navigator. He wants to give me a navigator roll.
Oh, sure. 9.
Oh, 9. Okay. You get yep. There are bonuses. All right.
You get almost let the beans on the bacon.
You get some stuff. The cook.
He's got some crummy
The cook
rolls
rolled
jammed
another
up in it.
20.
Oh.
3
okay.
18s in a row. This dice is
And the
hot.
shipwright.
That's 17.
A 17. Heck yeah.
This die is hot as hell.
Hey,
wow.
Right
Day
now.
shift's on a roll.
Day shift's doing well. That lookout.
Hey,
doesn't do so hot, but-
Steve is the only issue with night shift.
Yeah, well,
You're only as
that's
strong
Tabby
as your
Jim.
weakest
that's
link.
it. Steve's still on night shift, so
Tabby Jim hasn't been doing so hot on lookout.
yeah, it's true. He just biffed another one.
Jeez.
I mean, he does
He only
only
has
have
that
one
one
eye.
It's a really good eye, okay?
He's a cat.
It's a really, really good eye.
Yeah, but if anything approaches out of like 50% of his vision, it's lost. For
Well,
a
no,
minute.
he's got depth perception issues, but it's not that bad. He's
Do
doing
the
fine.
big
Batman,
ocean.
Do the
He's
Batman
looking at-
turn where he's just.
He's got to keep his head on a swivel, but I feel like he's got it.
Yeah, he took the
Oh
whole
man,
torso.
I used to hear that one over the PA on the ship all the time. Remember, Marines and sailors, keep your head on a swivel.
Well.
Doesn't that
and
one.
everything
Big
goes
ball
pretty well
really
again.
sells it.
The night rolls around for. Oh no, I'm sorry. After a little bit of time on the ship, you are approached. Finnegan, you are approached by Jim Castover, and he says, "So, forgive me for prying, but how does one so
Experience.
unskilled come into ownership of a ship? Forgive me, I'm not good with words, but
You know, truthfully, I don't really know. It's very questionable circumstances that this ship has wound up in my hands. I'm definitely not a captain.
I understand questionable circumstances better than most.
But here we are. You know, I at least don't feel like I'm gonna vomit now. So
He looks at you and he says, I noticed you have, it's odd. A captain of a ship can get on a ship and he knows it because it's a ship. But you seem to know your way around this one. a bit more intimately than the others.
Intimate.
I don't know. It's almost like it was made for me or something.
Make a deception check.
You need to open up.
Absolutely not, because I rolled a dirty 20.
Liar.
He says,
These walls are staying up.
he says, aye, lad. Well, I am familiar with this ship. This is not the first time on board.
Nor is it mine.
Well, you make a damn sight better captain than the last one.
Yeah, I've heard some stories. I'm definitely interested in finding him, maybe. I think.
I'm definitely interested in maybe finding him perhaps one day in the future should we both have an opportunity to interact.
You know, subtly,
I have low charisma.
respectfully.
It's a hootenanny, I tell you. Maybe.
He kind of looks at you and he says, "So you know you know him, then?"
No. I'd like to.
Make an insight check.
Okay. I'm actually pretty good at these, I think. No, I'm not. 11.
11. You're looking at a guy who seems. This guy wants. Clearly, he's digging for information. Like he wants to know more about his situation. Obviously, he's now on a ship with someone who clearly has not been captain of a ship before, and he might have a concern or two about, well,
Everything?
generally this. And he says, "Well, lad, if you have any questions, feel free to ask. I'll do my best."
I appreciate having you here, and I appreciate you understanding my situation.
Well, it's been a long time since I've been able to see eye to eye with someone on a subject matter such as this.
So what do you know about the captain?
Hateful bastard. Right pisser of a man. Should have shot him when I saw him.
Likely true. So you sailed with them?
No. No, we met on open ocean. We met in neutral waters. There was some dispute between another ship and his ship, and we sailed into the fray, and we boarded, and things didn't go so well. I've done shady things I might not be proud of, but chains are chains, me boy, whether they're chains of government or literal chains, but no one deserves a chain. And any man that would put a chain around another man is a right bastard.
I agree.
And we're gonna go ahead and move into night shift now. So.
Per foot of Steve's bed.
Wait. Oh,
That scared me.
Get some brekkie, boy.
He just sort of looks at you as you. Right. 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 So I need lookout and trigger rolls.
How long have you been there? Yes.
Yes.
Lookout's +2, right?
No, not at night. At night it's just a flat roll because you don't have. Tabby Jim's asleep. He works the day shift. Nighttime it's just some schmo.
Okay, then just 16.
16.
Yes, that is 16, not an 18.
A pair of tens.
A pair of tens. Look at that.
Might be average.
That
It's like
he
Hellraiser.
is stuck in your skin.
Ow.
Oh,
It's like Hellraiser.
Merlin.
He's just holding it, dude.
Merlin.
buddy, that's.
Is no one gonna help him?
No.
How do you help
How would I
that?
help?
He's just gonna do it to me.
Yeah. Now he's gonna pull. He's gonna use it. Yeah. Wow. Good job.
Way to go, Merlin! You're such a jerk.
So that is the end of night 3. End of night 3 goes pretty average. Day 4 rolls around. Go ahead and make me all of the rolls. This time, though, I need the lookout to roll with disadvantage because there is fog that has set pretty heavily around this close to the island where you all are sailing.
That was a 15.
15?
My lowest roll yet. 12.
12?
21.
21?
25 and a 16.
16?
The quartermaster is a 12, and the cook finally rolled a 17.
That's 17, okay.
Only slightly cooling off.
You said it was a 15 for the lookout. So, everything seems to be going okay. It's slow going right now. The fog is quite thick. Unfortunately, what your lookout doesn't notice is that there is another ship with its lights out that has suddenly come quite close to you all.
In what direction?
So as you are coming around the island, this ship seems to be coming this direction, almost heading you off. Okay. Suddenly,
I was gonna say, he does.
and across
Yeah,
your
I'm
bow
asleep.
comes flying a cannonball. And it crashes into the water on the other side of you,
Whoa.
almost hitting the island.
Whoa,
would this-
whoa!
Well, now we know it's
Would
there.
this wake up those of us who are asleep?
Let's sound the alarm.
Give me perception checks with disadvantage. Oh, you're said, yeah. There is a bell on the deck. It can
Hell
be
yeah!
rang.
Ring that fucking bell.
Yeah, the bell starts going ding 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 ding,
Hey,
and
hey.
you start hearing voices shouting from both of the ships, and you hear almost booming from one side from the other ship. Surrender now, and you can leave with your lives.
I don't think we play the surrender game.
What does the
No.
ship look like?
It's hard to tell. Make a perception check with disadvantage. It's foggy out, and it's just starting to come into sight.
Oh, I got 2 3s.
Yeah, it's hard to tell. It's another ship, that's for sure.
All right, let's see. We're under attack. So, what are we doing? Something needs to happen with the rigging.
I guess I'm gonna go down to the gun deck.
Cannonballs.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm gonna head
Captain?
down.
What do we do?
Captain,
I have an idea.
let's give him
Okay.
a broadside,
I'm
Captain.
going to take action for the first time.
All right, so yes, so.
I'm gonna yell out and tell him to unfurl the sails, and I'm gonna take the wheel and just all the way, and I'm gonna match the direction of the other ship.
If you match the direction of the other ship, you will be sailing into the island.
Oh, I thought they were going away.
No. You're coming around the island this way. They're coming at you from this direction, heading you off.
Okay.
Looking like they're almost
Well,
trying
maybe
to
I
come in
shouldn't
front of you.
drift
You
into
could
the
probably
island.
cut hard the other direction.
You could cut the other direction.
Yeah,
It might
okay.
be a little safer.
Broadside.
I was going to say at this
that
point.
was the plan. That was the plan, but I thought they were going away from the island.
No, they are heading towards
Well,
the
then,
island
yeah,
and
then
trying to
that's
get
what,
cut
then
in
I'll
front
throw
of
it
you.
this way.
Okay, so your first act you get to take 3 actions on your turn. So your first action is to steer the ship. Your ship can move 60 feet a turn. You are 200 feet from the ship in front of you.
Okay.
Cut to the right, hard. As your ship is banking, it can move 60 feet. If you take your full 60 feet, you will be just overshooting the ship in front of you. So if you move 40 feet, it will put you exactly broadside with the other ship.
Right. Okay.
The
That's scary.
The range on your cannons is far enough that 200 feet is in range of cannon fire.
Yeah. Okay. You know what? We're gonna do that.
You're gonna do it? All right. So yeah, you whip the ship around. Everyone, give me a dexterity saving throw. 20.
Dex plus 2. 14.
14. Gordon, make yours with advantage since you are in the rigging,
Okay, that's significantly
and it'd
better.
be a lot easier to hold on. What, 25? Okay.
21.
21. So yeah, the ship lists hard and it as it comes around, and you maintain your broadside. You are just lined up with them. You have 2 actions that you can take now.
Well, I guess if Garuk's not topside, I'm gonna yell out to fire the cannons.
All right, you give the order to fire the cannons. It is the gunners down below deck now. So,
Yes.
your cannons are not aimable. They cannot move up, down, left, or right. They are fixed in a square that they roll into and sit.
Okay.
One action is to fire the cannons. During the next action, you, even regardless of what else is happening on the ship, on the next action, you as the master gunner can tell the crew to reload the cannons. So, on a single turn, you can fire 6 cannons. You can fire all 6 of them. It's assumed that they're already loaded and ready to go.
Yes.
The very next turn, you can fire the other set of cannons, which won't hit the ship because it's firing the other direction. Or you can, take that
Reload.
time to reload, or have someone also fire the ballista next turn.
Is the ship within spell range?
Hmm?
The ship within spell range?
200 feet.
Yep.
Fireball. Fucking fireball.
Grease their ship.
So,
The old slippery
the-
ship.
Just watch them fall on their butts.
Hit 'em with the noodles.
So you will get 3 attacks. You'll get 3 rolls. You'll roll for each cannon
Okay.
that can fire and hit. The cannons have a +6 to hit, and they deal 8d10 bludgeoning damage.
We need to be within 120 feet for me to be worth a shit spell-wise, but
We need a lot of detail.
How many do you have?
We could put you in a cannon and get you within 120 feet.
Sea of Thieves, I love it. Let's go.
This is one, and then this is one.
Need 4 more.
Oh, what are you looking for?
D10.
Here you go, friend.
One
Oh,
more.
that's on the floor now.
Well,
Oh, there's one.
Oh, I'm bringing cannons.
That's a lot.
Yes.
It's a lot of dice for your tower.
10. Okay,
Here, you want more?
so firing
Just
cannons, they get a +6.
bury him in detail.
Yes. Oh no, and I'm sorry, I was wrong. You don't fire them individually; they all fire at once. I'm sorry. So you're firing the cannons, TM. So it's 3 cannons that deal 8d10 bludgeoning damage if they hit. You'll be rolling
I
roll a
don't need
d20
those.
+6 to hit.
D20 +6 to hit.
Yes.
That one did a little dance.
Yeah, it did. It spun. 23.
23 hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
Now to math.
Math.
Yes.
The trick's that.
8 plus 3 is 11. Let me see, there's 17. 22. 31. 40. 47.
Woo! All right, 47 damage. Boom! The whole ship rocks as the cannons go, and sure enough, you watch as they crash into the hull of the ship, the opposing ship. So the Big Fin gets to take one more action this round. I assume you will take this time
Call to reload.
to reload. So you have moved 40 feet of your 60 feet. You have another 20 feet that you can move, or you can fire the ballistas.
I think we should move now so we don't get blasted.
I like
Damn, you're
it.
smart. What a captain.
Okay.
What a guy.
So
That's
you
why he's
move
got the hat.
your last
In the
20
future.
feet.
Yeah, future hat.
It is now. Does anyone on the deck want to do anything? On this, we'll say on the final turn of the ship, you all will be able to take
like
personal
firebolt
actions.
or any of that stuff. Make it.
That's all 120. 120, 150 is the best I
I was
have.
gonna say 150 is the best I have.
Is there anyone near the helm with me right now? Is Jim near me?
Yeah. he
Yeah,
is.
where are people?
Can I ask him if he can see the ship and like
On the deck somewhere.
what if we can handle it? Maybe.
Where are you?
Can
Let's
I see the ship and if we
let's-
can handle it.
see.
I'm going to
Jim gets
I don't know.
advantage on
I said
perception
I went down to the
checks,
gun deck
and
with
he has.
Garuk. That seems like a spot, I guess.
Jim Castover puts his hand on your shoulder, and he says, "I know that ship. Fucking shoot him again." And then
Aye, Cap.
he starts to yell, "I petty a yellow bastard
Where are
will
you?
sink you for sure,
I'm on deck.
you rotten piece of shit!" And actually, with that
Near a wall.
perception
Yeah,
check,
sure. That's safe.
Seems
Um,
safe-ish.
okay, you know what? Yeah, with that perception
Keep trying to
check that
roll
he
out
got,
that.
he got a 23 on his perception check.
It's okay.
He is going to. He is 100. Yeah, okay. He is going to look out at the ship after saying that, and he is going to cast Lightning Bolt.
Whoa. By the way, that sound is Finnegan falling in the water.
Just a little water drop. Splung.
Okay. So you know what? We're gonna go ahead and just make a straight luck check here. So
luck check?
Yeah, so let's see. First we need...
He's gonna take all those out so he can roll the d20 again.
I just rolled 2 natural 20s.
No.
So we win, right?
Big wins.
Jim Castover, after shouting that at the other ship,
Just kills them.
you see he moves, he lets go of your hand, and he moves over to the side of the railing here, and he leans up on the railing, and he starts to crackle with lightning, almost like a storm is starting to form around him. His beard starts to cinder and smolder. Gorna and Finnegan, go ahead and make perception checks for me. As he lets go this immense bolt of lightning, 200 feet long, releases from his hand.
Roll a 4.
Roll a 6.
This is fucking cool. Yeah. Holy shit.
You're like looking the other way.
I don't know much about magic, but this is cool.
This is fucking cool. This guy is awesome. And he lets go this lightning bolt that crashes across.
Is that a Supra? I didn't mean for that to crack you up that much. I'm sorry, Diz.
That's funny. I just wasn't expecting that.
I see that just got said.
The lightning cracks against the other ship, and 3 people immediately go and get flung from the ship in a bolt of lightning, and you can now see the other ship is on fire.
Oh my god.
Murder.
That's good.
Hell yeah.
That's good for us.
Yeah. It's good that we're on the side with the murderer.
No fire here.
Helps.
That
All
is
murderers.
gonna be...
Yes, that's true.
It'd be real close.
is anyone else doing anything?
Well, not that fucking cool.
Well,
Scooping my jaw up off the ground.
that
Yeah.
means it is now...
Oh,
Yeah.
shit.
Unless we're within 120 feet, I can't do anything.
It is now their turn. After that, you're gonna hear a voice yell back. Let's see. Yeah, you're gonna hear a voice yell back. Just who the fuck do you think you are? And then they're going to turn their ship back into you, even towards the island, and they are going to open fire on your all's ship.
Oh no.
They also
You
have
fucks.
3 cannons on the side of their ship. They also get a +6 to hit.
Take evasive maneuvers. I'm scared. Evasive maneuvers.
That's a natural 17, which does hit the ship's armor class.
We should have
Been
cast
fun,
mage
guys.
armor on the ship.
That is
This would have helped.
Technically, it doesn't have
8d10.
armor.
Does that work? I think it has to be on a
It
living
has to be a
thing.
living.
Which means we have to figure out a way to make the ship alive.
Mimic shit.
I don't like that.
If only Fidget was
I
here.
don't like that.
I don't like that.
Wait,
Give it
is
a
an
soul.
animated object considered alive?
No.
No.
Cut
That off is the freaking
Yeah.
bun
No.
right there. The answer is no.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Like if we continue this path, Mitch.
Wow.
Oh god damn it.
Hey, you drop
The
it.
poor boat.
Let's see. That's
Poor us.
8, 16, 21.
He keeps falling out of my lap because I'm wearing nylon
28.
shorts. That is not
Oh,
smart.
is that why he's so
32,
mad? Partially
35.
I don't have my robe on.
Yeah.
39 damage to the hull of your ship as
Hey.
these cannonballs hit.
That's not really chill vibes.
They are now going to take their. They're going to take the rest of their movement to turn themselves yet again. So now they are coming up, starting to turn back against the island and are approaching the back of your boat, of your ship. They are not lined up to take another shot yet. That will take some movement. If you don't move and they do get a chance to move, they will get a chance to fire on the rear of your ship. So you are facing this direction as you turned out to hit them. They are now coming in this direction from you.
Okay.
So it is the Big Finn's turn.
Do you want to turn into their rear now?
If they have to.
If you get closer, I can shoot a fireball at them. That'd be funny.
You see, I don't think I can get that close.
We could board them.
We would have to do like a 180. We'd have to literally do a 180.
We should turbo the ship when we get more money.
Nitro boost.
Would I know how to build something like that?
A ship turbo.
You know what? You know what?
Can I do that with my tinker tools?
Give me an intelligence check.
I did
Just
buy some
roll,
really
roll,
nice tinker tools.
roll a d20 and add your intelligence.
Okay.
In the middle of a fucking
9.
naval
No, you have no idea how you even fucking begin. That would be cool, though. Man, it would be real cool.
It'd be real handy for something like right
I'm just
now.
looking at Gillian because I'm holding him and like the
We
ship's
also
blown up and
have
I'm like I should turbo
ballistas
this
if
guy.
we can bring the bow around to face them.
I think I
The ballistas swivel. They're aimable.
Oh.
They're on swivels. You can aim the ballistas. Up, down, left, right. They do have aiming. You can point those. They're meant for, like, shooting, like, sharks, whales, or at people on other ships, or for, like, shooting an anchoring shot to another ship. They can be aimed.
Ooh, let's anchor ourselves to their butts so they can't get around us.
That would be funny.
First action, gonna, as hard as possible, cut left.
Cut left again. Are you trying to cut 90 degrees and head straight north again? Or I guess that would be technically south again. Yeah, okay. You have cut back and you are heading straight south now.
Would that put them in cannon?
That would put them in cannon range. That would put them catty-cornered to you
They
while
wouldn't be
you
perfectly broadside, but they would be in line.
Yeah, they are not perfectly broadside. At this, with the cant of their ship currently, because you are not currently broadside, I would say that this, you would probably fire cannons with disadvantage, but not ballistas, because ballistas are aimable. With cannons, since they are not, it's not a guarantee that they'd all hit. So I'd say you'd probably fire at disadvantage if you were to take the cannon's action this time.
So, do you guys think we should just fire everything?
Currently, you are keeping 200 feet from them. If you were to turn into them, you could get closer to them if you wanted to. But
Do we
again,
use any movement turning?
Yes. Yeah,
Okay.
you definitely use movement turning. It's
How close can we get then?
I would say after a turn, it probably takes 20 feet of your movement to get turned. You probably still have 40 feet of movement that you could go. You would have to turn into them. You would have to turn it again and then take another movement. Well, no, you know what? I'd say no. Actually, just a turn is fine. You'd still have all 60 feet of movement. We'll assume that you're turning within a certain square that is allowed by your ship. So you have 60 feet of movement. You could close the gap from 200 to 120.
Okay. Alright. So, if that's the case...
I will say, though, that you can turn at the beginning of your turn, but you can't turn at the end of your turn.
Right, that's fair.
So, yeah, so if you wanted to take
feel
another
like
move action...
I kind of feel like I was kind of just playing it like one movement.
yeah, you just want to turn and
Even though it
and
gets
drive and
multiple
go towards
actions,
them.
I'm still kind of just doing one movement for the ship.
Right, for sure. So all I'm saying is, like, if you want to, like, turn, you'll turn first at the beginning of the movement, and then you'll move. And then if you need to
Then you're
turn
kinda
again,
committed.
that'll be
Yeah.
you're committed. So if you want to
Yeah,
move
I'm good
again,
with that.
that'll be
that
another
seems
movement.
More than reasonable to me. So I think that if we're going to do that and get in that range, I think we let loose the cannons again and let loose the ballistas, and we all get to take a personal action too, right? You said.
Are you going to stay here and do that, or are you going to turn into them? And so currently, as it were,
So we would have
we
to
can
turn
start this
again.
over. So they're coming around to your. You're still. Let's start this over. You're still facing this way, and they're coming around to your ass end. If you want to turn
Oh, it would take 2 turns.
It would take 2 turns, yeah, because you'd have to turn to broadside them,
So
1 action to
then-
fire, and then another action to turn and move.
So then let's do the 2 movements to get in proper range, and then fire ballistas.
So if you're just going to turn and move, you can do that with 1.
Right,
'Cause-
but to... Oh, okay.
Yeah,
So the second turn would make no sense unless I'm firing cannons.
Exactly, yeah. So if you want to fire cannons, it'll take 2 move actions. If you want to fire cannons and get closer
But
to
we
them,
would be
it'll take 2
firing
move
cannons
actions.
at disadvantage.
Yes.
So, okay. First turn. I'll
Right.
take the first turn to come towards them.
So your first turn, so you're facing this way.
Yes.
They are coming this way.
Yes.
So your first turn is going to be to move
Towards them.
towards them and move.
Yes.
Okay, you're going to go in and move 60 feet.
Yes.
All right, cool. You still have 2 actions left.
Fire ballistas.
Okay. So you can move 180 feet in a turn. If you take all 3
your
actions to move, you all will still get your actions on the deck of the ship at the very end.
Okay. So, and we said that I couldn't turn at the end of it, right?
Yeah, right. You turn at the beginning of the movement.
Okay, so turn, come towards them.
Yep, that's 1.
Fire ballistas.
Okay, so that's your second action.
Yes.
All right. So
Now we're within 120 feet too, right?
yes. So firing ballistas. The ballistas have a +6 to hit, and these you will fire individually, and they deal 3d10 piercing damage each.
You want to roll it?
Uh,
Master Gunner?
Yeah, sure. All right. Ballista 1.
I'm sorry, you're currently 140 feet from the ship.
Okay, yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah, you're 140 feet from the ship, but the ballistas can still fire from that range.
Yep. All right. Ballista 1. See, it's +6, so 25.
25 hits.
Ballista 1 hits with 10, 19, 24.
24 damage.
All right. Ballista 2. 22.
22 hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
Seven, 14, 19.
19 damage. All right. Yes, they stick and they crash into them. I mean, these are big, hardy arrows that come out of the end of this. Big, thick steel fuckers. And they stick into the side of the ship, splintering the wood and lodging themselves quite deep.
Were there ropes attached to the end of these?
I will say that's up to you. So that could be good for you. It could also be very, very bad. Your weapons, have an armor class and hit points. And if too much stress is put on them, they can break. So, did you fire ballistas with arrows attached to them like you were shooting at a whale, or did you shoot them like you were shooting at a ship?
Okay, no ropes.
If you want the ropes, you might be able to do some cool shit with it, and I will allow you to try whatever you want, but just be aware that also some really terrible things could also occur.
Yes, until we get more familiar with this, no ropes.
That's fair. Okay, so no ropes. So it is now the third action for the Big Fin.
Okay. I want to stay on the same path and move 60 feet closer.
Another 60 feet closer to them, so you're heading in, your naval ram set to plow into them. You are now, what, 100 and... Or no, you were 140,
80 feet away.
so now you're 80. Yeah, now you're 80 feet.
And we're somewhat behind them, right? Because
They were heading this way, you are heading this... So you're heading straight into them, but their ship is just cantered, so they haven't turned fully... To complete broadside.
Well,
they were working their way around to try and get around to your backside when you whipped your ship back around to face them. Now you all have actions you can take on deck if you would like.
Can I see anything on the deck of the other ship?
Oh, and also,
Yes, I would also like to know that.
Because I've got some ideas.
I was
Yes,
gonna say.
at this point, yes, because the deck of the ship is on fire still. They have not managed to be able to put out
I'm
the
gonna
fire
help that.
started by Jim Castover.
Is there a group of people?
Sure, yeah, oh yeah. Yeah, I mean, there's people on the deck of the ship, absolutely. I mean, there's the whole crew.
So
Like, there's people in the
basically-
rigging, there's people on
Yeah,
the deck.
right. Basically, what I'm trying to figure out is
Where did
Fireball
So fucked
is a save, but I'm trying to sink their ship
Sure.
with a fireball. So how will this work?
So you're just... So, you still just pick a point and let it go, right?
Is there somebody at the wheel?
That you'll have to give me a perception check for.
Could also take down their mast.
Well, is it a ship similar to ours?
It is quite similar.
All right, so there would be a mast near the wheel.
Yeah,
Also
there's
just
it's got
blow a
3
giant
masts.
fucking gaping hole in the side of the ship. It'll take on water.
That's true too, but if I kill the person piloting it and then erupt the entire helm into flames, they can't turn back into us.
You're right.
Not to be a son of a bitch or anything,
No, dude,
but
it's good. It's good. Good idea.
nat 20.
Yeah, there's someone at the wheel for sure.
We're gonna fuck this kid up.
my
Eat my whole ass, son.
Yeah, there's
Yeah,
someone
we're
at the wheel for
fireballing
sure.
that dude.
All right,
We're fireballing everything he's ever believed
So
in.
are you centering it on the wheel?
On him, yeah.
Okay, how does Fireball read? What does it say exactly?
A bright streak flashes from your pointing finger to a point you choose within range and then blossoms into a low roar into an explosion of flames. Each creature within a 20-foot radius sphere centered on that
20
point
foot
must make a
radius
dex saving throw. A target takes 8d6 fire damage on a failed, half as much on a successful. The fire spreads around corners. It ignites flammable objects in the area that aren't being worn or
Did
carried.
you say 20-foot radius sphere?
Yeah, radius,
Double
not
radius
diameter.
there. Yeah.
Holy shit.
So yeah. So let's say it's you centered it here 5, 10, 15, 20. 5, 10, 15,
And it goes
20.
up and down.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's also this way and this way. So you are able to get. You definitely get the helmsman, and I will say that there are probably 3 other people there as well. So we need 4 dexterity saving throws, and they need to be to what?
Oh, it's high. Ish.
It's unbeatable, kind of.
Kinda. Oh, have I not updated that? 14.
14.
Updating iTunes.
All right, first 2. It's a natural 19 and a natural 16. Those 2 make their saves, and then we're gonna roll for the helmsman and the
Can I
next.
get a THB real quick because I might be wrong here.
That is one of them. The helmsman actually fails his save. Everyone else makes their
What a
save.
dumb bitch. The one thing you don't want to fail is this save, and then he did.
Go ahead and roll damage.
I lied.
What's up?
So it's 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16.
16. Yes. Yeah. Your spellcasting bonus.
Yeah, the
Should just
DC
be
is
your-
16 because I forgot to add my proficiency.
Okay. Yeah. Add your proficiency for sure. 16. That means 2 of them failed in.
Good.
Yeah, the 2 up at near the helm both fail. Go ahead and roll damage.
I need to borrow many. Yep. Let me see. So there's 5, 6, 7. So I need one more of them. Sir,
Merlin.
you shan't shit in my spell book.
Oh, he will though.
He's gonna give you a nice chocolate print.
Oh, I scared him.
Oh my god, that's so many ones.
Oh.
12. That is fucking depressing. Thank you.
Just do it again.
I'm gonna have to because that one sucked.
What does Fireball do when you use higher level spell slots? Does it get bigger? Or
Oh, yeah.
It adds d6s to it.
You had 1d6 for every spell above third, or spell slot level above third.
Yeah.
12 sucks, but lots and lots and lots of fire is good.
Yeah. They probably won't be going anywhere.
Hard to pilot a ship when the wheel's on fire.
Davy Jones locker.
I'm a real
How much damage?
12 for those who took full, 6 for the ones who saved.
Okay.
I rolled 2 3s and a bunch of 1s.
None of them die, unfortunately, but it does go off, and oh shit, they are. They now will have to spend at least one of their turns putting out the fire if they want to be able to do anything. So yeah, you have effectively now. Does anyone else want to do anything?
Yes, I will cast Guiding Bolt at 2nd level at the helmsman.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, go ahead and make an attack roll, or make. Yeah.
Yeah,
Attack
Guiding
roll.
Bolt is an attack.
Okay, cool. I was like, wait a minute, is that a check or? Yeah, okay.
Check.
They're so biting.
Go. He stabs me a bunch too, apparently.
Is he 21 hit?
21 hits.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I need 3d6.
The wizard has one.
Y'all need more dice.
I want that.
10. He takes another 12 damage.
12 damage. You hit him with the lightning bolt and he fucking dies. Or with the guiding the bolt. He's fucking dead. Helmsman is now dead.
The 2 other guys are still alive?
They are still alive.
I want to cast...
The 3 other guys. I'm sorry, 3 other guys. Are
I
still
want to
alive.
cast Spike Growth in the general area where they're standing.
What does spike growth do?
I take some twigs from my pocket.
Okay.
The ground in a 20-foot radius centered on a point within range twists and sprouts, hard spikes and thorns. The area becomes difficult terrain for the duration. When a creature moves into or within the area, it takes 2d4 piercing damage for every 5 feet it travels. The transformation of the ground is...
put this fire out now, bitch.
The transformation of the ground is camouflaged to look natural. Any creature that can't see the area at the time the spell is cast must make a wisdom check against the spell DC to recognize the terrain as hazardous before entering it.
Jesus Christ. Okay, so you just cast that. That just happens, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
Do it.
so there's one guy already up there, so it happens when it... So he immediately... Oh, he takes damage when he moves, right?
Yes.
Okay, okay. And it's difficult terrain,
Yes.
so his
for
movement is
the-
halved.
Halved. Yeah.
For
And
10
then anyone that
minutes.
enters the area who didn't see the spell happen has to make a wisdom saving throw.
Yes.
That's just to
Or they
recognize
For
that it has
every
been
5
changed.
foot
just
they
can't
move
see
trying
it.
to put the fire out, they have to take 2d4 damage of
2d4
spikiness.
damage. Okay, holy shit. Yeah, you do that and immediately, like, the guy standing there just, like, stops as he looks around at the ground and he looks up. Help! Help! As the fire is still starting to roar and,
Now it's
the
pointing.
2 other guys are fucking... Yeah, no, those 2 other guys are going to
Pointy
attempt to
fire.
run up there and help him. They're going to make... What's the, wisdom save? What's your...
16.
16? Yeah, they both... That's amazing. They both rolled natural 2s. They're not
Wow.
going to. So they're going to run up in there and immediately take... they're probably going to... Since they're running up the steps... Yeah, they're probably both going to go probably 10 feet in, I would say. Each of them are probably going to go 10 feet in. So roll 8d4.
Okay.
'Cause it's 2d4 for each of them, right? So
Yes.
so roll 4d4 and then roll another 4d4 because it's
Okay.
not total.
Yeah, do it in sets of 4.
That makes more sense.
Yeah, 4 for each of them.
Oh, wow.
Ouch.
That's 14.
That's what I thought.
14. One dude runs up in there and goes, "What the shit?" Ah! And he falls down and immediately he gets rolled up in the vines and he bleeds out and dies.
See, that's a 3 plus 6. That's 9.
9.
9. Yep. Jesus fucking Christ. Other guy does the same thing. He gets into it and trudges a little bit, and he does the thing where, like, he runs a little bit, and then suddenly, like, he steps out of one of his feet.
This is Liz.
And yeah, he's when the nub hits, he's like, "Oh God!" And he falls over, and that guy's fucking dead too. So now the helm of the ship is on fire and covered in thorns.
Yeah, just for the extra demoralization, I'm gonna magic missile the last guy that's in the spikes.
Oh, they're all dead.
Oh, okay.
Oh no!
one guy-
Right, the one
they were
guy
gonna
standing
save,
there. Right.
right?
Oh yeah, that one guy. Go ahead and roll damage. Yeah.
Can I borrow 2d4?
This magic missile has a range of.
It's 100.
120
Oh my God!
feet.
This is y'all are just murdering these people.
They fucked around. There's a chart.
This is
There's a chart.
This is the finding out.
We have
portion.
guns.
That's it. This is the finding out part.
They did shoot
They have
us
cannons,
first,
but we have guns.
so
Magic guns.
and fire.
So much fire.
16.
16 damage. Head explode.
He exploded.
Head explode. That dude is dead. Yep, he's just standing there going as the flames are kind of building up around him, and then suddenly one of the flames goes as a fucking magic missile shoots right through and just
Merciful, honestly.
that guy is very dead, and their ship is very, very on fire.
And out of control.
You know what?
Go team.
Yeah, why not?
We're real good at both.
Yeah, why not?
Shit.
Surprisingly, we're just really good at this part.
Thanks to Orstrom, we've had some ship combat before. It was a little different, but it worked.
Thanks,
They left a good
DM.
impression.
Right?
We
Apparently.
learned stuff.
Range 90 feet. Okay. So, Jim Castover
Out of the bottle.
is going to walk up and go, I think we've won this fight. But let's make sure. And he is going to cast telekinesis.
Excuse me?
He's using his mind bullets.
He's talking to the fishes. He's gonna get an orca to toss that
Oh,
shit.
I'm sorry. No, he isn't, because it's not big enough. No, he's going to cast
They're
confusion.
organizing.
He is going to cast confusion, not telekinesis. Telekinesis is... Actually, no, fuck that. He's going to spend a sorcery point, and he's going to double the range on telekinesis.
Like,
And he is going to grab hold of their ship's wheel, and he is going to spin it so that it steers their ships into the rocks away from the big fin.
Nice.
Nice.
So yeah, as you all are heading in towards it, this ship is now heading away from you all, and it is now facing away, heading towards the island, as are you all.
just gonna walk to the front of the ship and
We need a crew shirt now.
Arrivederci.
bowling
Bon
jackets.
voyage.
The big fin. Smoke them if you got them.
All right, so
That would be great for an
it is
anime.
now their turn. They are going to spend one of their actions putting out the fire, which I would say
Not without bleeding.
roll me a d4, just one d4.
2.
2. So at this point, a lot of what was up there, those magical vines and everything, even though they were magic, they have quite a bit of them have burnt away at this point from the fire that is spread and
Makes
raging
sense.
across. So do me a favor and roll me 4d4. This will be
I have 4.
one per crew member that runs up here to put the fire out, basically.
2, 4, 5, 9.
9 damage. So yeah, they each take 9 damage as they are trying to put out. They go for a full round, running back and forth, basically just ignoring the damage as best they can. They can step over it in a lot of spots because a lot of it is burnt away at this point, but they are managing to get that fire put out. They spend an entire action doing that. Their next action. shit. They are going to, let's see, they are facing the island right now, and you all are gaining. You all are behind them. They're going to go ahead and they're going to turn out away from you all, back away from the island to match shore with the island, and they are going to take their last 2 movements, and they are going to move 120 feet away from you.
Like they're running?
Could be.
Like a bunch of cowards?
Those motherfuckers. Give them the ballistas.
So that is now back to the Big Fin.
Pursue.
I mean,
The thing about leaving things not dead is they will be mad and come back and try to make you dead.
it's true.
Especially, I feel like if you're willing to attack someone in open water, you're willing to attack them again later after you've licked your wounds. And
Potentially.
Alright, so.
Would seem in our best interest to just go ahead and eliminate this problem before it becomes a big problem.
I'll kill another helmsman.
So they went
I'm pretty good at
the
it.
way we came from, basically, now.
Yep. Yep. It's like they're heading back towards the Rhine now.
Oh, if we chase them.
Yeah.
Lose time.
Unless they have stuff we can take.
I mean, I bet there's food on that boat.
Alright. I've heard enough. We're gonna make a drastic turn directly towards them.
Okay.
Use 2 movements.
Okay, so that will get you, let's see, so you were coming at them, they moved 60, 120, you're going to move 60, 120. That would put you within cannon range of them again. You are only 80 feet from their ship as you pull up alongside.
We're very close.
Give them the business again, boys.
Fire the cannon!
Fire the cannons. You heard the captain.
Fire the cannons.
Hey, Master Gunner.
Fire the
Fire the
cannons.
cannons.
Fire the cannons.
Hey, wake up! Fire the cannons!
Okay, that's 23.
23 hits.
I'm gonna borrow these again.
Yep.
Okay, that's 5, 12. Don't know why I can't do math.
You can do
It's
that.
19.
It's public school. It's okay. Got the same problem.
28, 35, 43, 49, and 56.
56.
A mighty wallop.
Oh shit, yeah, you. And you see now that the ship is clearly starting to take on water at this point. Like the back end of the ship is starting to sink down into the water. It doesn't look like it's doing well.
Great.
I mean, if we want to salvage anything off the wreck, we'll have to kill him to a man.
It is currently the deck crew's turn. If any of you all on deck would like to do anything at this point, now is the time.
Well, I feel like we probably shouldn't start a huge fire before boarding the boat.
I was gonna say it doesn't do us.
Oh,
any
it's
good
still
to-
well on fire.
Yeah,
Both
yeah.
So the back of the ship is on the after castle's on fire. The deck is on fire from Jim's lightning bolt and from your fireball. The back of the ship is starting to sag into the water a bit from where you all have put 8 holes
Eight.
from the
Do
in the
list.
side of this ship.
Yeah.
It is now your all's turn on the deck.
They obviously didn't grab enough planks from the outpost before they took off.
Cheeky bastard. Yeah, I can see the guy running the helm.
Is anybody at the helm?
Or is anybody at the helm?
Somebody would have had to
Currently,
turn
there
around.
is someone back at the helm.
Yeah, there has to be
Yeah.
somebody because they turned. We just really have to show them how terrible of an idea that is. So we're gonna go with a second spell slot use of magic missile for the extra D4.
Okay.
So we're gonna go with 4D4. Get out of the box. It's really pretty, but it's pain in my ball sack. And my stinky dice.
Oh, dude, no way. The range on catapult's 90 feet.
11. I
11.
could have done 12 and I did 11.
11.
I'm not even mad I
What's
sucked
catapult
today.
do? Just throw a thing?
You hit him real good. That's he took it pretty hard. He's still standing though. He's got that wheel gripped. He doesn't seem to be letting it go. Anyone else want to take anything on the?
I will shoot a guiding bolt at him.
Okay, what's the range on guiding bolt?
120.
Hell yeah, go for it.
Let's see.
Is that a dexterity save?
No,
Or is that
No,
something where you make
that's
an
an
attack
It's
attack.
an attack. It's 4d6 radiant damage on a hit.
roll? Okay.
Hit.
Does 16 hit?
Yes, it does.
I think you had your modifier
46.
as well, so
I
it would be a
did.
19.
No, I added my.
Your
What'd you roll on the die?
spell skill.
13.
13. So plus whatever your spellcasting modifier is,
Plus
which
your
is the
proficiency,
yeah,
right?
plus your proficiency.
Oh.
Yeah. So you rolled a 19, not a 16.
Okay.
That 3 can matter in the future a
Yes.
lot.
$12.
12 damage. Yeah. Pow! It goes off loudly and shines with bright radiant light, and when the light fades, he's laying in a heap there over the, like, still almost lashed to the wheel. Yeah, he is dead though.
Stay off the
It's a
wheel, you
bad spot
fucking
to be on
dummy.
that ship.
It is apparently. Is anyone doing anything else?
How many crew do they have left?
I'm just cheering us on. This is badass.
This is the first fight you haven't had to pull weight.
I was gonna
Yeah.
say you're not carrying us this time.
This is badass.
No dinosaurs today.
Nope.
Oh, but what if you
Gordo,
turned
we
into
are
a pterodactyl?
What?
I said, but what if Gorna could turn into a pterodactyl?
If
That would
only.
be-
Soon. Give me time.
Soon.
That would be entertaining. Let's see then. Is Jim going to do anything this turn?
He feels like the kind of dude that would just start fires.
And yet he didn't. He started lightning.
Which caused the
It's a
fire.
kind of fire.
It is a kind of fire.
Uh,
Hot, hot light.
how far away are they?
80 feet. Jim is not going to do anything this turn. He's just going to stand and watch.
I think that's fair. They're pretty hamstringed, I would say.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Alright, it is now the turn of the pirates yet again. You are currently neck and neck, but they are going to go ahead and use their entire movement to try and run. Let's see. Who's on deck right now?
I am because
I
I've
am.
been firing.
Yeah, me too.
Everyone who's on deck, give me a perception check.
Easy. You just roll a die for that. Oh, and that 20.
Stabbert's on deck?
Oh, that's Stabbert.
Yeah.
I don't know why I thought.
He's in the fray.
he's your main gunner.
8.
8, okay.
My perception checks are
You rolled
awful.
a natural 20.
Always bad.
11.
14.
14. You hear them shout, "We don't want nothing to do with the dragon Scourge!" And you see them start to raise a flag as they move their full 180 feet to try and get away from
What in
you.
the hell is the Dragon Scourge?
Has to be the old crew.
It is your turn.
Well, we have to. If we don't use all 3 actions to chase, they'll get away.
Give me a history check.
A history check, yeah. I deserve that as a history buff. Oh, I hope that's good. 12.
You've heard you think you've heard it, but you can't remember where. Maybe at the bar. You know, you heard somebody talking about it. You know, like, oh fuck, maybe that was what they were calling the crew. Or did I read that somewhere? Or maybe
I can't.
maybe it's a fairy tale. I can't remember. But it is now the Big Finn's turn. They have currently shouted, "We don't want nothing to do with the Dragon Scourge," and they've raised a white flag and they are running away.
It's against the Geneva Convention to kill anyone who's surrendering with a white flag. You're also not supposed to run away when you have a white flag, so I'm confused by these signals they're giving us we should kill them.
There's no Geneva Convention where we're at. I don't think. What's a Geneva Convention?
I don't know, the Tuscaloosa Convention?
I think when someone shoots a cannon at you, you're well within your rights to murder them.
That's what I said.
Here's the problem: if we use all 3 of our movements to stay in the same range, then we won't be able to attack the ship.
It's true. Well, you can. We would just have to do it from the ship
From the
using
deck.
our attacks.
We're gonna have to kill every person on the ship.
The ship
if we
was
want to
already
take the
taking
ship,
on water.
and it's gonna sink. So that'd be a hell of a salvage mission. But not that we couldn't use the supplies, but we have money to buy supplies if we need it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we could just push
Like-
on.
They are taking on water, so if we keep chasing them, they should eventually slow down.
This is true.
Maybe we take 2 movements and fire the ballistas once more.
This time attach the rope to their
Hell
adversary
yeah!
and reel them in.
It sounds like we've got a plan.
Captain Finnegan is on board.
So, what's the plan? What's the Big Finn doing?
We are going to take 2 movements directly towards them and
Okay.
then fire the ballistas.
And fire the ballistas. All right, go for it. Go for it and roll 2 ballista shots. They get +6 each.
Ballista 1, 25.
25 hits.
And that is.
Just go ahead and roll the other one too.
Oh, okay. 17 plus 6 is 23.
23 hits. Go ahead and roll. That's 3d10 each.
I'll just go ahead and roll 6.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all the
Go for
same
it.
amount of damage. It's not like one of them's critical.
Oh, shit.
This destroys the ship.
See, that's 18 plus 16. Alright, yeah, 34, 35, 40.
40 damage.
I rolled 2 9s and 2 8s.
Do these have the arrows in them?
The ropes?
Or the ropes in them?
Yes.
Okay. They both stick, and the backs of the ship splinters horribly, and the back of the ship begins to sink under the water as the nose begins to point straight up.
We're pulling them under.
I am going to.
We need to get ready to cut these ropes.
I am going to be
This
making
is going to be a problem already.
some checks for the strength of your ballistas. That's a 15 and a nat 1.
Oh no!
One of your ballistas
Is ball broken?
It's just a lead ballista.
Why'd you let us do that?
One of your ballistas, it snaps. It's not broken per se. It's not off the ship, but the rope, as the rope pulls tug, and taught the ballista, and wood splinters, and it is now hanging as at the angle of this back of the ship that is starting to pull it off of your boat.
Shit, cut that shit away.
It is now their turn, unless anyone on the deck would like to do anything.
Yeah.
I want to shoot somebody.
Okay.
I'm gonna firebolt somebody that I can see. Like, why the hell?
Make a
wouldn't
perception check, because at this point there's not a lot of people on the deck of the ship. The ship is going down and people are bailing out.
See, 11, and then my perception is 5, so 16.
16. Yeah, so you probably see one or two guys still like hanging onto the front of the ship, onto the bow, that's trying to keep out of the water.
Right, there's got to be a bucket train, right? Like,
no, the back of the ship is
It's
underwater.
all
Like,
the way
that's what I'm saying. They're
There's-
all fucked. I'm
there's-
ready to kill them all.
Yeah, these guys are. This
Yeah.
ship is going down.
19 plus 8.
That definitely hits. Yeah.
Yeah. 2d10. That's a good feeling right there. 18 points of damage.
18. You hit him and it hits him and it sets him on fire. And as he lets go of the naval ram, he falls into the water. It extinguishes the fire. He's not dead, but he's seriously injured.
Yeah, he's useless to that boat now. That's fine. That
anyone
boat's
else?
useless to them too. That's the best part.
Should one of us cut that rope?
Yeah, we could
Yes.
cut that rope away from the broken
I'm
ballista.
gonna cut that rope.
You're gonna go cut the rope from the one ballista. All right,
Yeah.
you cut it. It detaches. The ballista's still hanging there.
That's why we have a shipwright.
I was,
Right. All right. Is there anything else?
I'm gonna try to help secure the broken ballista.
Okay. It seems like it's not going anywhere. You obviously can't use it.
No.
But it doesn't look like it's gonna fall off the ship
Okay,
anytime soon.
it's not gonna just fall into the ocean. Then it's all good.
So we should probably get rid of that other rope.
Yeah, that seems
I'll cut.
sensical. I think we can leave now. I mean, they're pretty much.
They're fucked unless they want to try to salvage the whole deal.
Alright,
I
so
feel
now
like
they.
anything on there's soggy now.
Well, we
could've
did
gotten
raise
supplies.
the ship too.
Yeah,
Like, it's pretty well.
I'm proud of this.
Yeah.
It's pretty fucked.
I say we just.
Yeah, cut her free. Let her go.
Feel
Cut her
good.
free and then leave.
Okay.
Fuck y'all.
So yeah, you cut the the rope and set it free, and you begin to head
So to say.
back on your way. You all have successfully fought off some actual factual pirates,
Seemed awful soft to me.
who seemed to be scared of you all after a certain point in the fight.
What was that they called us?
The Dragon Scourge.
Does James know anything about that?
He's not on deck.
Where's James?
Wait a minute. Where's James?
He's important. We need him.
He seems important. Vaguely.
We need him to get us where we're going.
We need him for pirate cred.
We need him for pirate. I don't even have a bandana.
We'll find you one.
Probably find a do-rag somewhere.
Looking around.
Need to hit up little pirate bodega. Get a do-rag and a glizzy.
Not from the pirate bodega.
So,
oh no.
It's like a Costco glizzy.
The pirate glizzy.
Pirate glizzy. Oh.
Bitches love pirate glizzies.
It's made out of dolphin.
I hate
That's the
dolphins.
difference.
Little smart-ass bastards.
So,
You're so smart. How come you're always in tuna?
the big fin took a little damage.
It did.
Not too bad. How much did it take total?
39.
39.
One hit.
Not bad. Yeah, almost a quarter of your hull in one hit, but not that much. It won't take you all too awful long to get your ship fixed and ready to go again. you'll probably spend another half a day making repairs and things. So you're looking at around an 8-day travel now, all in total. Still looking pretty good, considering everything.
The everything.
Yeah, considering the everything. It is... let's see, we did the morning shift, or we did the day shift rolls already before the pirate attack, so it is now the night shift rolls to see that. So we need 1 for the lookout and 2 for the riggers, all flat rolls.
Looky there. Both of our riggers got 19s.
Hey,
Way to go,
Steve!
Steve.
Actually,
Yeah,
did
well,
just-
you watch the guy in charge of you literally burst a whole ship into flames, and your perspective on life changes a little bit.
yeah, it's true.
Might want to get with the program, dude.
Look, I've got 15.
15, all right.
Oh,
That
boss
night
is always a
goes-
dick till you meet the new one.
Pretty well. None of you, though, since the fight, have seen Jim Castover. It's not that big of a ship. But none of you all have
Did
seen
he
him
go
since.
overboard?
I don't know. You don't remember seeing him go overboard. He seemed to be doing well.
Yeah, he was shooting lightning bolts and shit at people.
Should we
Look around the ship.
actively look?
Yeah.
Go hunting?
Well, currently,
It's nighttime.
you two are the only ones awake.
Oh yeah. Sleepy time.
Nappy nap.
So, with that question on your mind, wondering where Jim is, we're going to take a quick break.
Yeah.
Because I have to go to the bathroom really bad.
Ditto.
That's what underwear is for.
Away. He was moving out of town, and
That
Yeah.
dude was cool as fuck.
dude,
Yes.
Brian's one of the
one of
dopest
the
dudes
best
I've ever
people.
known.
He taught me about putting the peppers in the beer.
Hell yeah.
Dude,
Yeah. Hell yeah.
That guy was cool.
Oh yeah, I met him once and he was really, really nice.
He's cool, dude.
Yeah, I love that guy. He's awesome.
I played D&D with him.
He's
It was very
He's
strange. It was
eccentric.
phenomenal.
He
Yes,
He seemed
eccentric is
eccentric.
He
He
almost
is
played in this.
by
Yeah,
nature
yeah, he
eccentric.
was
Yeah,
gonna
he
play
was,
this, but-
and then he moved to Washington
yeah, they
State.
moved.
What a pussy.
Right? We could have had, we would have had Canada in here. That would have been,
Oh boy,
oh my god, that would have been weird.
he's a wild card.
Alright, so, the night after your fight has just passed.
But Jim Castover's still gone.
It is the night, I'm sorry, yes, it is
It's the
currently
night
the night
of.
of the fight, and Jim Castover is nowhere to be seen.
Well, I'll be doing my quartermasterly things. I guess I'd be walking through the ship.
I'm on deck. If he's anywhere up top,
You're staying
I'd
up
see him.
tonight?
Oh wait, no, it's night.
Yeah.
It is nighttime.
Good
Do I
night.
need to heal
like
anybody
the
before I
times.
go to bed?
No.
Yes, if you would give me a medicine check. Yeah, give me a medicine check.
12.
12.
Yeah.
You are able to get the people that were injured healed up enough that they are, they will be fine by the morning.
Cool. I have doctored.
Good doctoring.
This is good doctoring.
Doctor?
Doctor.
That's how I'm like. Everybody's leaving and I'm shaking their hand saying doctor.
So good. All right.
Don't touch me, I'm sterile.
Gillian's
Okay.
on my head the whole time.
How's he doing?
Health.
His eyes still don't glow,
Hmm.
but I talk to him all the time because I think he can hear me.
I talked to him once.
So,
Oh yeah, I remember that.
I was drunk.
are you all just going about your duties currently?
I'm sleeping.
Unconscious in my VIP
Any
suite.
any chance that we get with like any little downtime, gonna look around for the missing lightning
for
bolt
Jim?
generator.
Give me an investigation check.
Oh, you mean our nuclear reactor on board?
Yes.
It's
Not that
electric,
one.
technically.
Woogie, woogie, woogie.
Ooh. Ooh, that's decent.
Decent.
Yes.
Nice fucking kitties.
Wait, so does the ship go back up to full health?
18.
That will be the shipwright's roll in the morning.
Okay.
18.
18 on investigation.
So you're spending a little bit of your downtime walking around for a while, and you eventually make your way to the mess. And there's generally there's no one in here around this time. People are either off doing their own things, or this is food has all basically you're between meals at the moment. So normally there wouldn't be anyone in here but the cook, but there is somebody at one of the tables, and it's a member of the crew you've never seen before.
I walk up to them, put my hand on their shoulder.
Give me a dexterity saving throw.
Oh.
Dexterity saving throw.
Yes.
You done messed up, Aaron.
Ooh, 21.
You put your hand on his shoulder, and you immediately feel blinding pain in your thumb as a hand clamps down onto your thumb and wrenches it back, and you suddenly feel your head hit the table and a gun pressed to your skull. And you hear, "What do you know? What did they tell you? What have you seen? What do you know?" And it sounds a lot like Jim Castover.
Is he back in Nom in his mind?
What's going on? Oh my gosh.
I'm just going to exclaim, what the hell is wrong with you?
Nothing yet. Unless if something's going to be wrong with you, what do you know?
Right now, nothing.
Make a persuasion check.
Persuasion. Ooh, persuasion. I get a +6 in that. Wow. So that's another
Wow.
21.
21. He's going to make an insight check. He stops for a second.
Wow.
What do you know about the Dragon Scourge?
Nothing. I haven't heard about it until they yelled it earlier today, before their ship sank.
He pulls the gun from your head. He puts it back, and as you turn and look, you see the guise of whoever this was fade, and Jim Castover is standing in front of you, and he grabs hold of you and he says, "Come." And he takes you into the hold.
I can hear.
He looks around and he says, "How many of them up there know?"
As far as I know, nobody. Like, none of them have heard anything.
Good. We're gonna keep it that way. I'm the Dragon Scourge. There's a very big price on my head, and I've made enemies from here to there. So
it's a
with
secret.
that also comes a lot of the law wanting me. Bounties on my head. The world over, Exandria over wants to see me swing. So, forgive me, I have to be careful.
Yeah, I know how that goes. Your secret's safe with me.
Yeah, sure it is. Garuk Iron Tusk. Running from the paladins, are you?
Spilled your beans.
Tell me you're fond of me lobster.
He looks at you. And he looks at you, and he says, "Forgive me, but I don't exactly trust you to keep a secret as far as I can throw ya. I spent 4 days in the Rhine before I was able to find out about you and your friends and your exploits. You're a bit loud." So. That's not wrong. He stops.
I was gonna say, like,
And he,
Bludgeoneers?
Yeah.
he walks back to the door again. And he walks back up to you and he says, "Does the name mean anything to you, the Dragon Scourge?"
No, absolutely not.
Well, it means a lot to a lot of people, so best not to use it. Jim Castover is all I have.
Understood.
He says, "All right. Since you know, might have some questions for you, if you don't mind.
Okay.
I won't use the gun this time. Sorry." He says, "How much time did you spend in Galen?"
A few months.
Aye. He thinks for a second. So, almost hesitant. He says, "Did you meet a man named Dalrin Bordeaux?"
Oh, yeah. We're very acquainted with him.
Oh, God, yeah.
I'm being...
that guy.
He says,
You mean boss?
You mean our dad?
Financier?
Mob dad.
and he says, "What can you tell me about Mr. Dalrin?"
I'm gonna tell him, like, the basic stuff that I know. Like, that he's tiefling, that we have briefly worked for him, and that we have become acquainted with him and the people working for him.
He says, "Aye. What kind of company does he keep, if you don't mind me asking? Obviously, the likes of you."
Most of the people he keeps around are the loyal sort.
He leans in and he says, "Like who?"
I'm going to tell him about Moray and kindness.
Kindness. Give me an insight check.
What is my insight? That's just a +2. So, dirty 20. That was almost a 4.
He says, is it well guarded?"
Yes.
"Do you trust them?"
Yes.
"Aye. We should probably get out of the larder."
Agreed.
And you all exit the larder, and he says, as you all are stepping out, he takes a look to make sure no one's around, and he says, I may have further questions for you. I'll find you.
Absolutely.
And he goes off to the off to sleep, actually, because he's got a shift in the morning.
Right. I will continue with my duties as like
As per normal.
Yeah,
we made
well-
the rolls for this already, but
I'm also going to like do the upkeep, reload everything, attempt to repair the ballista.
How many cannonballs did we use up? Was it 6?
I believe so.
9.
I believe it was. I believe
No,
it was
no,
6. And,
it was
and
6. It was 6.
And then we shot the ballistas 3 times or twice?
Twice.
Twice. Alright.
So, yeah, 6 cannonballs, 4 ballista arrows were used.
So you now have 54 cannonballs on deck,
With another 60 in storage.
60 in store, and 36 ballista arrows with 60 in store.
And 40 in stock.
What?
No.
I thought that one was 40
No.
and 40.
No, that's
No,
40.
it's 40
it
and
was
60.
40 and 60.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
misheard that part then. Brilliant.
But yeah,
Beautiful.
as it's my job to keep up
Even better.
weapons and such, I will attempt to repair that.
Well, keeping up on the ammunition stock is technically my job.
Give me an intelligence check.
Intelligence. $19.
19. You know very quickly that you should probably have the shipwright fix this. There doesn't seem to be much damage to the ballista itself. It seems to be torn from its mounting points.
Oh, okay, full stuff. Let me get it out. Okay, then yes, I will. I will let Crush handle that in the morning.
All right. Anything either one of you want to do before you go to bed for your shift?
Nope, I just want to forget about what just happened in the larder.
Okay.
I'm gonna start prep on a slightly heartier breakfast
Oh, all right.
for the morning after some bullshit. You know, boys gotta eat, get their energy
Right.
back, and you know, just hand it over to the cook when she comes in the morning.
Cool. All right. We will move to the beginning of day 5, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Beginning of day 5 out of an 8-day travel now. You all notice that Jim Castover is back on the deck of the ship this morning, and he is, and when he is not, he is down below, using the desk in the captain's quarters to chart maps, to chart and plot courses based on wind, based on that he is moving between the decks to check everything, check the wind, chart the map, check the wind, chart the map. But he seems to be doing fine. If everyone would go ahead and make their daily checks for me.
Dirty 20.
20.
Same.
9.
9. Uh-oh. Not
Quartermaster rolled a 16 straight up, and the cook rolled a 15 with the +2.
great. Hell yeah, both great.
A 27
Jesus.
and a 1.
And a 1.
Oh, did Steve end up on your shift this time?
I guess so.
Oh, no.
Dumb bastard forgot to go to sleep.
Absolute failure.
Boy, we're gonna starve to death.
I rolled a
in this
19 and a
3 hours.
1.
A 19
Dog shit.
Damn. Okay. I need someone to roll a d6.
You got it this time.
5. Things seem to be going pretty well until, incredibly unfortunately for you all, the sails go limp
What the hell?
and the wind dies. And you are floating. And you're floating. The wind's not picking back up. Baking in the hot sun on the deck. And you unfortunately lose another half day's travel
We're really good at this boat.
due to no wind.
Shouldn't we have a couple oars for this?
Or
It's
what?
an awful big ship for some oars.
Okay, so like 3 or 4 maybe.
Well, all right, that's fair. That's fair.
Can anybody get out and push?
Actually, you say that, and Jim Castover looks at you and goes, I'll give her a push. And he casts Gust of Wind into the sails. And you see as he does, the mainsail catches back up, and sure as shit, your ship starts to sail off
Why did we
again.
waste a half a day?
You didn't. Gorna asked if there was anything anyone could do, and Jim said yes, in fact there is. You didn't lose a half a day.
Thank
So
God.
he was gonna let us sit there.
Abso-fucking-lutely he was. It's not his ship.
I don't know about this guy.
I like him.
Ask him or order him. He's, he's let go of the reins of captaining this ship. So, even though it might be a bit more what he's used to.
It's okay. I don't want him to mutiny me.
He's probably pretty good at it.
I think he's trying to lay low right now, so he probably will.
Is there anything anyone would like to do before the end of the shift?
I'm good. I'm not waking up early.
Is Crush awake during the day?
Yes.
Yes.
Well, okay, then I'd like to speak to Crush about the ship and repairs.
Okay. You come in and you find Crush. He is currently working on remounting the ballista up front. You've got this giant Goliath with this, what would otherwise be a sledgehammer to most anyone else, is more so a one-handed shipwright's hammer in his rather large hand. And you see he is working on remounting a couple of iron fittings to reset this ballista into.
Okay, I'll just walk up and it's fine work.
He looks up and he says, "Why, thank you. Captain, I hate to be a bother, but you said you would teach me to read the compass. Well, I have not learned yet.
Planning on leaving soon or something?
We're more than halfway through our trip.
Okay.
I'm just worried that we might run out of time."
We got all the time in the world.
Pull the boat over, we're parking.
We really don't.
We really do act like it, though.
Oh, God.
No sense of urgency.
Yes, and it's got most of us in trouble.
We've got all the time in the world.
Not me.
I was gonna say, what do you mean most of us? Only one of us is being sought after by the paladins for dereliction of duty.
Yeah, I'm in trouble with the paladins. You got in trouble with your dad.
Alright, first off,
Yeah,
that was days ago. Like 5.
Busted.
Technically, I wouldn't be in any shit if there hadn't been war declared.
I'm just gonna tell Crush to continue as he was, and whenever he's finished for the day, to meet me in my quarters, and we'll work on the compass.
All right. He says he looks incredibly excited, and he says, I will get this finished very soon. And he just starts going to fucking town, really going at it. He works very diligently for the rest of the day, making sure that all the repairs are done to the ship. By end of day, Crush is able to, with that little bit of pep, that little bit of fire under his ass now, he is able to completely repair the ship and the ballista by the end of the day, so you can bring the ship back up to its full HP.
Wonderful. What a guy.
Is there anything else anyone would like to do currently? All right. We will move to the end of the day into the night shift. When Finnegan, as you are getting ready to, get ready for the end of the night, you hear a very loud on your door.
Yeah, I know what this is.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Okay. I'm not expecting it to be that difficult. Surely he can understand the compass fairly easily.
Hopefully.
I'll let him in.
You open it up,
Greet him kindly.
and he has 8 mugs of beer.
Oh my
4 in
God.
each hand, and he comes in with them on. He says, all right, we are ready to do this. And he sets them down on your desk, and he pushes one to your chest.
He's ready for a long night of studying.
Yes, I know. I have to indulge him.
So, while that's happening, the night shift gets up. Garuk, are you going to mention anything about what happened with you and Jim to...
Absolutely not.
To no one at all. Okay.
No, I told him I would keep it a secret.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. So, if you would, I need the rolls for the night, please.
These 2 chuckleheads always
Is
make me
lookout
so
still a
sad.
flat roll?
Lookout still flat roll. Yep.
Ooh. Good thing that flat roll was an 18.
18. Nice.
A 10 and 11.
A 10 and 11. All right. All of them good enough.
Adequate enough.
Adequate enough that the night goes by with pretty much no problems. We are in now to the morning of day 6. I need the day rolls, please.
And cookie.
Oh, I need to make.
That was a good one. Couldn't tell what it was for a second because it was spinning, but...
So did I learn, Crush, how to read a compass?
You did.
Okay.
You did. You and Crush actually. Roll a d4 for me.
Is this like a...
How many hours it took to teach Crush how to read a
1.
compass? 1. You did.
Oh,
it,
nice,
yeah.
dude.
He's very excited and very willing to learn. This is something that
Because alcohol stimulates your brain.
well, it's, sure, at least it does Crush. It seems. And he's very quick, very quick, and very excited to learn. And even though it only takes you an hour to teach him how to do it, you all do spend a little bit of time drinking and hanging out a little bit. Crush is very excited. You do learn a little bit about Crush. Aside from what you already knew about him from what Valen told you at the bar, how he broke the door down and he worked it off, but he stayed. He goes on to tell you that y'all are drinking for a while, and he says, I wanted to see the world, but I didn't want to necessarily get so far away from my home. But unfortunately, I cannot tell direction too well. And when I got so far out, I could not find my way back. And
Lost too.
when I found Valen and the bar, I liked it, so I stayed. And I was afraid to leave again because, well, maybe I would not be able to find my way back to my new home. But you have taught me to read a compass, and for that I am grateful.
Wow. I'm I'm gonna tell Crush the story of how I got lost too, and I'm gonna tell him that home isn't a place, it's a people, and you're always welcome here, Crush.
He starts to well up. He gets kind of tears in his eyes. You can tell he's a little drunk, but he's also like really grateful. And he says,
And also, we should start a business in the morning.
Have you ever been in a band?
"Yeah, right."
Let's go for a run.
You want to buy a game store together?
Yes.
Dude, we could so do that.
Oh, it'd be so cool.
You and Crush stay up for quite a bit. You're drinking. You're having a great time. You've made a real friend in Crush tonight for sure. He is.
He's big and I'm little.
He's very excited now, and you can tell he's feeling real good to be on this ship.
Yeah.
Sitting there
That's
steady,
what it's all about,
explaining
baby.
how to read a compass to dude, and you're standing on a chair next to him so he can see it too.
You wake up in your chair, and Crush is asleep on your desk with his arms and his legs touching the ground.
I'm just like, that checks.
Yeah. So yeah, the morning shift rolls around.
Can't be late to work if you show up with the captain.
That's right. Yeah. You show up with the captain late, and he makes you fucking swab the deck like you were late. Go. I'm not. No. Nobody gets special treatment around here. So let's go ahead and make the morning rolls. Let's see how it goes. And
I rolled a 9.
9.
I'm hungover.
Yeah, right. That makes sense.
26 and a 17.
Well, apparently he is too. He rolled a 13.
On
Riggers
today.
are on
Yeah,
it.
that makes
On
sense.
fucking-
today.
The ship is sailing just fine, by the way. If anything else is going wrong, it's not the ship's fault. Y'all can't blame the ship.
Right.
You can't blame the ship. You can't blame the rigging. You can't blame the sails. That's all running tip-top, apparently.
Yeah.
13 for a crush.
13 for
Dirty
Crush.
20.
Dirty 20.
We got a 10 for the straight roll for the quartermaster, and we got an
10.
18 for the cook.
18 for the
Who is a
cook.
cooking son of a bitch.
Hell yeah,
We're
she is.
eating
She is getting...
Good.
Basrani is getting really good at this. She's starting to spend a little bit of time not just in the kitchen while she's working, but she's starting to spend time in the kitchen in her off time too. She's poking around a little bit. She's trying out a couple of things. She's not using too much because she knows the food is limited, but she's trying out a couple of different ideas. You can tell that like the food quality, the taste is getting better. Things are cooked a little more evenly. Everything's a little more consistent.
The outside's brown, the inside's no longer pink.
Yeah, a lot of that. Yeah, a lot of that.
The chicken's not still mooing.
Right? No.
That seems bad.
Medium rare chicken.
Why does this fish cluck?
Yeah, it's moo chicken of the sea.
Chicken at the sea.
And after a little while, you notice, Finn, that Jim Castover has kind of been looking at you. Give me an insight check.
This dude's super observant, so.
13.
13. He's looking at you like he recognizes you. Like, you know, like when you see someone who like you went to school with, you haven't seen him in a long time, you're like, wait a minute, I think we had like 10th grade math class together. Like, I think I know them. He's looking at you like that.
Do I recognize him at all?
No. No. But he walks up to you finally after he sees you notice him.
Yeah, I'm just at this point matching his energy.
And he walks up to you and he says, "This might sound odd. Do you know your parents?"
The short answer would be no.
I'm a bit interested in the long answer. And it's not like we don't have time.
That's not what everyone else says. No, okay. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, I'll tell him about my story about my parents that were. I'll tell him about the ship. I'm sure he knows what this ship is. He already kind of said he did, but
His eyes just get wider as you tell this story. And he kind of has to catch himself as he's listening, because he's almost dumbfounded listening to this story.
were you on this ship?
He says, I have been on this ship.
When I was?
No, you weren't on the ship. But I think I know some people that you might know that were.
Such as?
Just a second. He says, is your last name Kingvale?
Yes.
He said, your parents were on this ship when I was on this ship.
I was on this ship when my parents were on this ship.
I have a feeling this was long after you had departed, dear boy.
So, do you know where they are?
We should chat. And he shouts for another crew member to take the helm. And he says, why don't we step into your quarters, Captain?
Just go in. I'm not even gonna say anything. I'm perplexed.
He says, so you all enter your, the captain's quarters, and he says, this ship was captained by a bastard man before you took over. That man, as far as I knew, was a lowly, dirty slave. When my ship stepped into the fray, it wasn't for any good reason, I assure you. We were coming in to pick off what was left. And when we found what we had heard to be the ghost ship run by the demon captain, we parlayed. I boarded his ship to meet with him, and found that he was no demon. He was nothing but a man. Same as any of us. Flesh and blood.
It's usually how those stories end up.
Turns out he's also a slave and bastard. And chains are chains, me boy. No one deserves a chain. So, against my better judgment, I shot him. Right where he stood. From the moment I saw the chains, I knew it was never going to end peacefully. Because I couldn't let it. So I shot him. We fought for quite some time, and I helped several escape the chains of his ship. One of them I helped escape was a halfling woman. She told me after a few days that her husband had died on the ship helping her get off onto mine. And she swore her allegiance to me as long as I would help track down this man and put him to a just and righteous end. I agreed. We sailed for a few years chasing that ship. We made some names for ourselves, and she made a name for herself, too, while running with me. It's a little hard to avoid. A few years later, she tells me she has a son, and that she'd love to find him one day, but since checking back where she last saw him, he had left. Going into the civilized world after making a name like she did becomes harder and harder over the years, so she was able to look less and less. Her name was Mayora Keenvale, and she still works for me. And that's where we're going to go ahead and end tonight.
You're fucking half pirate, bud.